is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's time for our panel off topic, starring Jake.
Don't do that.
Okay, Tyler. Starring Jake and Tyler.
Yeah.
And Tyler.
Fuck you, asshole.
Hey, that doesn't count
What?
against the swear. The time. We already broke the singing. I already sang,
Oh, yeah.
but that doesn't count.
Absolutely, yeah. Get ready, bucko, because we got
Your old favorites, Arnold and
you're going to
Jesse.
hear a lot of Arnold voices and
Oh,
Jesse
boy.
voices, and you're going to have to live with it. I know, you know what we're getting in for.
Uh-huh.
And people get mad at me, and I'm going to say,
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Yeah, see?
exactly.
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Anyway, we got some things to talk
What
about.
episode is it?
This is 246. And we got some things we're going to talk about. We got books, where we're going to have some fun talking about DCKO's finale. We're also going to be talking about first Star Wars comic we've done on this show, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is.
Probably.
I think it is. And some other stuff. And then this is kind of like the calm. These next couple weeks are kind of like a calm before the storm because we're going to get hit with 2 shows.
Yep.
I say
talking about
I say it like it's a serious weather event. We're going to get hit with 2 shows we're going to like.
We're gonna get hit with 2 shows. One is coming in from the north, and then there's a front coming in from the south that's gonna create that second TV show. Y'all are gonna want to batten down the hatches and possibly evacuate. That's what I assume it sounds like in the south whenever they get hurricanes.
Anyway.
Because they know it's coming every year.
And then our boy Arnold
Just gets
is in the
worse.
news. So we're going to be talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold. It's a fun
Dana, get to the chopper. Dana.
You know, I did it. I'm proud of myself because I didn't get to the chopper. Because I'm like, everybody's got to get to the chopper.
I started the get to the chopper thing. Okay, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did. I started it in 2000.
If you really think that, bro,
14.
I think you've been snorting too much.
Cocainum.
A long time ago. I was talking
It's such
about
a good drop.
the other day. Somebody was like, "What would you have for a sponsor on your jersey?" And I was like, "Well, in my 20s, it would have been Pablo
Cocainum.
Escobar."
Cool. But also,
I like this guy.
I like this guy.
This guy's good. This guy
Um,
buys a lot of my product. I love him.
he likes it. He likes it.
He likes it. He likes to sleep on
So,
a bed made of
the
it.
first thing we want to do is
We fucking swore already, right? Okay.
well, I said fuck you. Well, Arnold said fuck
Hey,
you.
yeet,
asshole.
no?
So it may be
I say we count that. How long is it? 3 minutes?
3. Yeah, 3 and a
All
half.
right. Made it past
3
the
and a half.
We made it past the elusive 3-minute mark. You know how people talk about like the
Yes!
6-minute mile?
Mm-hmm.
We have like the 3-minute no fuck.
That sounds like
It
something.
can't be done.
That sounds like a marriage couple.
can't
That sounds like a married couple with kids committing to a quickie. Like we got, we got 3 minutes to play thing.
No fuck.
Either 3 minutes of fuck or no fuck. Get on board.
You cannot possibly go longer than 2 minutes without saying fuck, Tyler.
And you know what's happening
Tonight.
Wow. The Tigers are playing?
tonight.
Come on, Sal. I like how he
First,
sniffs
well,
his
first I want to
wine.
talk about
Mhm.
we're gonna start the show with
It's a long box.
It's like there's little elves and fairies around my head going like, "Wee," whenever I listen to that. It's eerie.
so Netflix.
Ethereal.
I'm gonna start because I have a bit planned for you, just for you. So
Just kidding.
So Netflix just last Friday dropped a new it's like it's a documentary series, but it's about
Dinosaurs.
So that's your whole long box.
Yeah.
Cool. So mine is
No, I want to talk about it.
no. This
But it's
sounds
about-
really cool.
Dinosaurs.
This sounds really cool. I'm glad you got a chance to see it.
so-
I still have Netflix, so I need to watch it.
Well, it's a cool concept because it's a documentary, but obviously it's
They've done this at different points as
Yeah.
CGI has
like
become
Nat
improved.
Geo has done it, and yeah.
Some of them are good. Some of them are
Well, this one's got
not as
you
good.
You can tell this one's got Spielberg money, where like a lot of these, some of them, there's kind of a little bit of uncanny valley, but I think that you're always gonna have that because you do know that like it's not a real thing in our world because they're extinct. So it's not your brain already knows that it's not a real thing, but when you can kind of shut it off and view it as like any other nature documentary, it's actually a pretty interesting. Because I love nature documentaries, it's an interesting presentation because it goes back to the beginning of time, like or as far as we can
Does it
understand.
talk about like the Cetaceous and the
Well, yeah, dude. It starts with
and the different eras and epochs?
the first episode starts you at 200 and I think it's like 235 million years, like the very beginning, and it describes it, and it's like. It is an interesting period because the way that they talk about, like, before dinosaurs, there were just these giant fucking lizards, giant snakes, giant big-ass lizards. And you know what else is crazy about, like, the Triassic period and the Jurassic period and all this other stuff, and, like, the stuff you were talking about, where it's, like, they're just giant, they're just bigger versions of the animals that we have now. Like, they're just, like, the megalodon is just a gigantic shark.
Do they talk about why that is, why scientists think that is? Is because there was a lot more oxygen in the air.
Well,
in the oxygen content, but there was
it
also
wasn't breathable to us. Like
no.
The only life on the planet were these giant fucking lizards. Yeah.
Right. Well, before that, even it was just gigantic ferns, just huge fucking plants everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, the plants are first. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're huge too, right?
Yeah.
So you got the oxygen, you got the I think you got less of a I don't know.
The more of these carbon-based life forms
Right.
that take up oxygen, the smaller things are going to be.
That's why there's not a lot of megalofauna, as what it's called.
I see what you mean. I understand the logic.
Today, yeah. And I think it's always been a cool concept. Like, it's because, if we went back in time, we would die.
And
we would suffocate.
And again, you could tell this thing has a budget. Like, these dinosaurs look really cool and look very lifelike. And I do like that they also are leaning into like showing that yes, there are dinosaurs that have scales, but a lot of them had the feathers, the talons that you.
That's cool.
Because people forget that.
Acknowledge that.
Yes, that birds are dinosaurs, and
here's the
and
big,
that's another reason I hate fucking gators, man. Because I don't trust them. Because they've been around since the dinosaurs. They don't die. They're apex predators.
So yeah. So one of the fun facts about like archaeology, specifically relating to like dinosaur fossils and things like that, is that more often than not, in the beginning of the creation of this science, people didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and so they often would force different bones together to make a complete skeleton and just make up a dinosaur that never could have or would have existed. So like. The Tyrannosaurus Rex isn't exactly how we've known it for however long, because it's actually like 2 or 3 different, giant predator lizards, like that type of shit. So that's why, like, when I was a kid, there was like 6 dinosaurs. There was Brontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and Pterodactyl. That was it, man. That was it. Now there's like 75,000.
I don't remember hearing it until recently, hearing about the connection to birds until recently.
I've known about that for a long time because they've
excuse me.
They've known about that because when I was a kid, that was one thing we knew.
I myself wasn't aware of it until a few years ago.
And I'm a nerd, obviously. I mean,
well, obviously I have to know more about dinosaurs now. I have a child. The kids love the dinosaurs.
Yeah, you gotta know.
You know what kids love?
Dinosaurs.
Look at. What do you want to watch?
Dinosaurs.
It's just because he's so aggressive about it.
He does really etch it out there.
I have one other, surprisingly only one, but one other drop from that movie, and I'll say
I don't even know what movie it is.
That's from Batman and Robin.
Never seen it, remember?
Yeah, man. You know what I say?
Can you be cold, Batman?
From what I understand, he just really eats it up.
Oh, he devours the scenery.
Which is great.
He's overacting
Which is
like
great.
crazy. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome. That's the way it should be. Every villain in those movies. And the unfortunate thing is, like, you know what? In a perfect timeline, not this shithole that we live in right now, in a perfect timeline, Tim Burton stuck around. And he made Batman and Robin with Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
And Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger and motherfucking Michael Keaton, dude.
And I would have said...
Michael Keaton stuck around.
Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want. Give these people air.
Get those
Arrow.
people Burton.
Hey, Cohagen, have you seen Arrow? That was one of like the best, like, off the cuff.
All right, I know we're going crazy with that, but I have
'Cause
one.
we're idiots.
I have one more drop for you,
Oh my
and
God.
I'm gonna save it,
All right.
or two more drops. And I'm gonna save it.
Jesus.
Well, this one,
You worked hard on this today. I appreciate your work. I appreciate that you love me so much.
this
that you
one's
do this.
this one's out of the. I want to get this out of the way so I can save the last one
Okay.
for the real
Okay.
the real important parts, which is
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
whenever somebody comes over to Tyler's.
Could I speak to the drug dealer of the house, please?
Coming. Hang on.
Hey,
Hey, is that? Hey.
I think that's Last Action Hero.
Sounds like it.
Do you hate that?
I have dealt drugs in my life.
I do hate that movie. I can't remember.
I saw it in the theater. I didn't mind it,
I had a friend that
but it
hated
also
that movie.
wasn't
I
my
love that
favorite.
movie.
To be really brutally
The
honest,
freaking Rottweilers doing the pyramid.
you
Come
want to
on.
know? You want to know
What?
something sick?
We need to watch that.
Do you want to know something sick?
What?
I probably have not seen that movie since I saw it in the theater.
Ooh.
Honestly.
Ooh. I have it on Blu-ray.
And now that I know that it was ahead of its time
Oh, it's so good.
and that it's way better than people remember.
It's a whole movie about Arnold making.
Well, it's got Tom fucking Noonan as the bad guy, dude. I mean, you can't beat that shit right there on toast.
It's a whole movie about
that
Arnold.
big old axe.
It's a whole movie of Arnold making fun of himself.
I know.
And it's amazing.
But people weren't ready for it in 1992
You didn't think that I could have a sense of humor?
or one?
I couldn't be funny
Two?
about it? Yeah.
One, two?
Glad to think my.
So anyway, what are you talking about?
Yeah. What's your long box?
My long box is I got to sing the national anthem at an arena the other night, and so I wanted to kind of delve into that a little bit. When I was a kid growing up, we had a computer game we had two of them, summer games and winter games. And one of the funnest things I thought was you had all these different countries and all these different anthems. And I think that was when I first realized that,
Excuse me.
you know, that every country kind of has a flag and has an anthem and stuff like that. And I was kind of younger and stuff. And I've done high school football correspondence, and I was doing it during the whole kneeling for the national anthem thing. And oftentimes, even in like the city schools, it wouldn't have been cool, but definitely not in the small towns to kneel during the national anthem, especially when you're representing somebody else. But I wanted to, obviously. And so some people think, well, mainstream media would have you believe that people like me hate America, quote unquote. And that is just simply not true. I hate what we have become and allowed ourselves to become. And I hate who we celebrate and who we demonize. And I think it needs to change quickly back the other way, or we're all lost. Having said that, it has been a bucket list item of mine to sing the national anthem in front of a group of people ever since, gosh, I can't remember, for a long time now. But it's just, I think as long as I've thought of, being a rock star or whatever, you see rock stars or, a recording artist do the national anthem like in front of an NFL game or something, And I've always thought, that would be really cool or whatever. So I think I've thought about it as long as I've been making music, maybe. But I finally got to do it. And for those of you who don't know, go check out the entire lyrics of this song, because it's incredibly hateful and racist. The part that you sing before every game and stuff like that is basically the scaled down version that makes sense. And truthfully, if that's all the song was, I would have no problem with Francis Scott Key. But I have read the original unedited lyrics of that song, and it is awful, like really awful. Like they talk about, I don't even want to talk about it. Just go and look at it so you can read it for yourself, because I want you to have nightmares like I do. No. But it's a tough song to sing, and I was nervous as hell, but I've been practicing for a while, and I got up to do it. And I just want to say that having done that, and having done something that a lot of people in our country can't do or wouldn't do, or maybe would like to but never get the chance, it was awesome. It was awesome. After I got done, everybody cheered, but I knew everybody wasn't necessarily cheering for me, and that's okay too. And to be truthfully honest, all I wanted to do was sing it like I want to hear it. Short and sweet. I don't need all the vocal stylings.
Yeah, because let's be honest, it's like, yeah, let's get you through it. Let's just get to the game.
It was about 1:30 for all you gamblers, all you degenerates, in case you were betting on it. Like the Super Bowl. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
And in closing, bucket list item checked off. Our country can do way, 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 way better.
Do you remember they used to make us pledge allegiance? That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do that.
I it stopped for me and like.
Well, you know what? When our country started. When our country started going down the tubes. When they removed prayer from schools.
Yes, give me my Bible.
Fuck off.
Give me my Bible.
Give me my Bible. Take away my health care, but make sure I got my Bible, so I know what to do when I suffer.
And if you looking at
instead
anything
of just
in the
trying
Bible,
to find
I say,
a solution.
Put that thing down.
Fucking A.
Yeah. All right. Oh, so let's get into some.
Let's get into it.
So you didn't watch the trailer, did you?
No, I fucking did. I thought we were gonna watch it together.
I've already seen it.
You're such a dick.
Excuse me.
Do we pause?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry. I love
Whatever, man. You watched the trailer. What'd you think?
I loved it.
I thought it was
Big
really
fan.
good. Yeah.
Weird. Almost seems like I'm looking in like outside.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you saw the bus with freedom camps on it. Did you see that? Yeah, well, I saw a thing with...
What do you think all those fucking warehouses for? They're not detaining people for ICE. They're going to detain political dissidents. Yeah. That's where they start. And Muslims, too. Muslims will be part of it. Because we're Israelis. Because we're Israel's bitch.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's
fucking bullshit. I guess if you offer somebody enough money, they will give up their humanity. We are seeing it happen in real time. Yeah. It's disgusting. It is un-Christ-like. That's the worst fucking thing I can say to you pieces of shit.
Well, and I saw somewhere Kripke saying that this that it was true, like Homelander's truly believing is bullshit in this season. Like he's fully.
Well, there's nobody to stop him anymore.
Nobody to stop him, and So he you could feel in this trailer just like my ascension, and then like saying like to the non-believers, to the doubters, I offer oblivion. Mm-hmm. Like shove it up your ass, like shut up. And it's so again Anthony Starr just killing that role, being this just sniveling asshole, and it's just awesome. Mm-hmm. And I really think they're gonna go the route of the comics where it ends up. Butcher kills Homelander and then dies, or Huey has to kill him because Butcher goes really crazy in the books. So I'm wondering if that's the same thing that happens.
Well, we've already seen
his decline.
Yeah,
he was literally talking to an imaginary friend last season.
Yeah, who turned out to be a tumor.
Yeah,
that's super powered.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know they said. Also, you said this. You said off mic. We were just chatting, and you were talking about because I was
that bloke.
Well, I was talking about Carl Urban because I was watching Ragnarok. And I
Yeah.
was like, I forgot he's Scourge in that movie. You made a great point. He's such a good actor. You forget he's in a lot of shit. Like
He's in Chronicles of Riddick. Is the first place I remember him.
yeah. He's in Star Trek movies.
He's amazing as Bones.
Damn it, Jim. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, he went back and watched like the original series like 150 times
Yeah.
and was like, okay, I got it.
But the part that blew my brains all over the wall was like, I forgot that he's Johnny Cage in that Mortal Kombat movie coming out. I was like, what the and then you see him in this, and it's true.
He's in Lord of the Rings. He's a blonde dude.
But it's weird because now that he's and this is so un-American of me, and I understand that. But it's so funny to me because like sometimes when you hear him talk, because Butcher sounds more of like what he sounds like, and then I hear that guy talks and how Scourge talks, and then you hear him do when he does an American accent, like, and it's just funny
Like
Bones, or what he's doing with Johnny Cage, and it's just funny to me because it's like
Dredd was American, pretty much. Right?
shows you the range of that dude where he could be Butcher and Johnny
Because I
Cage
think he's
in the
from
same
down
year.
under, so he's even doing an accent in The Boys because he's Cockney in The Boys.
Yeah.
So
he's
even
more like, I think he's Australian or no, he might be New Zealand.
I want to say New
New
Zealand.
Zealand, yeah. He's Kiwi.
He's Kiwi.
But yeah, even in this show he's doing
a
it.
magnificent hunking
He's
man.
doing an accent because this is yeah, you're right. He's a great actor.
I am right. He's a
He's a-
magnificent hunking man.
Dredd. He's doing an American voice. He's
Yeah.
doing a more grizzle,
Yeah.
Because he's one of those actors that understands the importance of dialect and voice and like having distinction. And I'll tell you this, much like Anthony Starr is so good at playing Homelander and being a shithead, fucking Carl Urban has done an amazing job taking like his portrayal of Butcher's descent into madness. Because you root for him in those first couple seasons because you're on his point. Like, where's your fucking rage? Like that whole thing. And you're like, yeah. And then as the show keeps going on, you realize he's just as bad as Homelander.
Yep. Flip side of the same fucking coin,
Huey,
man.
just like in the books, is the only like morally good person in this whole thing. He's the only he is the audience being like seeing this whole thing unfold, being like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Which I wish they would stop sexually assaulting him in this show. That'd be nice.
Huey?
Yeah, it happens in the books too, and it's like, why do we do this show? I do think it's funny though of how good this show blends its tones, where there's some really serious, cool, like typical genre type of shots.
Did you fuck me?
And then there's like there's some kind of incest thing. No, like it's actually like funny, like or where they did the fucking beta or the alpha male podcast shit, and like just that along with Homelander just beating someone to death, and you're like, oh, this is the boys. I can't wait just because
April 8th?
April 8th, and it's
less than 2 weeks away.
I don't know if they're doing the first two, right?
Almost a month away. Yeah. First two on April 8th on a Tuesday.
Well, then
I did not see what time.
it's a Wednesday.
Daredevil's
That's what I'm
on
saying, because
Tuesday?
Daredevil will be on Tuesday.
I
The Boys is on Wednesday.
I misunderstood, mate.
Oi.
Oi.
Which, who knows?
Huey.
We'll try and do our best, but,
Let's do some...
Daredevil released one last one. This one's shorter. It's only 30 seconds, but I just had one question about it, because it just shows you a little bit more of what's happening.
Sure.
And it kind of lays out that he is not doing it alone, that he is getting help. And it's like an actual, like, Daredevil is helping lead this resistance against Fisk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Jessica Jones comes in.
Oh.
Because Jessica Jones is in the trailer, and
Right.
they have their little
We knew
exchange.
Kristen Ritter's coming back. Yeah.
So it makes you wonder, do we think...
Makes you wonder.
Do we think they're bringing back the other two and have just kept it quiet, and it's going to be like a big reveal at the
Maybe
end?
because if they brought Finn Jones back, we'd all riot. Like we should
'Cause
be,
nobody
because the
gives a shit
president
about
is
that.
a baby-eating baby raper. I mean,
Whoa.
well,
Where'd that come from?
we should be rioting because of that.
Oh, already. Yeah.
I mean, shit. I don't know why we're
Yeah.
not. I mean, have we bought into this stupid fucking system?
But you made
so
a good point, because I
hard?
was like, maybe Mike Coulter could come back in a
I'll
surprise
bet
cameo.
you he does.
Do you think he's going to do...
In the books, he is the mayor of New York.
So we're saying hero for hire, mayor for hire?
I don't know.
Mayor for vote election?
Mayor for good.
Well, I was going to say mayor for hire sounds corrupt. because it is.
That's Kingpin, dude.
Oh, we just had one of those.
Hey, can I just
Yeah,
say
go ahead.
again? What are we doing? I guess I don't need to say it.
Why, were you going to say that?
Yeah,
Oh, my God. Why don't you watch the show and find out?
I guess I'll find out.
All right, last bit of news for the day. The reason I've been playing so many drops is because the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes,
He
I
has
sent you
this. Yes, you did. He has this bodybuilding competition that he does every year. It's called the Arnold Sports Fest thing in Ohio. And he was doing an interview, and he said that there's some interest in him. And so much so saying that there's interest in a third Conan movie.
Ooh.
There's interest in him returning to the Predator franchise.
Whoa.
There's also Commando on
What?
the table.
What?
And you know what? When you sent me that, my first was like, I hope this is real.
Me too.
And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, yeah, this is from Variety. And
Yep.
like, yeah, this is a
This
real
is,
thing.
Trades
And I said-
Chef.
You son of a bitch.
What's the matter, Dylan? Pushing me too many pencils?
I didn't get that. I cut this.
It's okay.
I want that to be separate.
We hear it.
I want two drops. I
We
want
hear
that
the-
and the pushing too many
Listen,
pencils.
if you don't know the movie,
You son of a bitch.
just massive man muscle. You know?
How much
Cocainum.
was on set for that movie?
I don't think a lot, because they were shitting their pants all the time. A lot of Montezuma's revenge on that set, from what I.
That was
what I've
probably
read.
the.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, shitting in there.
Come on, clean it out, bastards. So first of all, did we time travel? Where did Arnold become such a hot commodity? Like, why is this?
I don't know, but I'm hoping it results in a better world.
So Arnold,
I mean, when Arnold was like at the height of his whatever, like things were. Oh, I mean, look, I understand that, like, look, I got to be honest, like, gay rights and trans rights were better in the 90s than they are now. I mean, I don't know why we've backslid so fucking hard. Oh, is it money and pieces of shit
Yeah,
who
well,
don't
can we
believe what they
focus
say?
on the
Oh.
fucking topic, please.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
know it's
saying.
off topic, but you're depressing me.
Sorry.
It's supposed to be a fun show.
What were you asking?
But anyway, here's what he said at the interview that he was doing at the show. He said they did an additional Predator, and the director he's been doing a great job of that. Now he wants me to be in the next Predator. We talked about it. So essentially, where Killer of Killers ends, I think that was trying that he is a Trachtenberger.
Trachtenberger.
You want to get a Trachtenberger?
You want to get a tractor burger? You better come on down
Come
to
on
Steve.
down to
What is it?
Steve's
Gunblade and Sons.
Oh, wow, that's a deep cut. That's tinfoil radio.
We don't sell guns or blades. We're Gunblade and Sons.
Sons, but we'll sell you pap.
We'll sell you everything but
What does that mean? All kinds of pipe. PVC, PCP.
PVC,
I can't even talk straight.
rubber,
No, so
plastic.
I think with Killer of Killers, with that was laying the groundwork to bring Dutch back. Because the way that movie ends is like, okay, they're going through all these different time periods, but they aren't killing them, or they're getting bested, and when they're bested by these characters, they're actually getting captured. So that would imply, and we see Amber Midthunder's character from Prey, so that also lays the groundwork that maybe Dutch is there. And so they've talked, and
Dude,
he was...
inject that right into my fucking veins, dude.
And then Arnold also
Awesome.
Arnold also goes on to say, as a matter of fact, Fox Studios has kind of rediscovered Arnold. They've come to me and said, we want to do Predator. We just got a script for Commando 2.
Yeah.
And then he also goes on to talk about another movie with Conan, with King Conan, where it's talking about much years in the future where he's been ruling for a long time and gets usurped and has to win his kingdom back. And I'm like, look, I'm not going to... Arnold's up there, dude. He ain't going to be doing much. But I love the idea of him coming back and stewarding these again. Because I know he's done it with Terminator, but the thing is, with Terminator, it's always been diminishing returns since that second movie.
Right. And I do gotta say, like,
the third movie isn't horrible. The third movie is enjoyable.
I understand why James Cameron is saying I don't want Arnold because I want a fresh start, whatever. But fuck you, James Cameron.
oh yeah, and your AI bull. No, who
Yeah,
who cares
fuckface.
about Avatar?
Yeah, shithead. You think in 40, 50 years people are going to be going like, you remember Avatar and how great that was? People don't even remember the last. Is this the second one or the third one? I don't
The
care.
fourth one,
I
I
don't
think.
give a shit because they're every year it's the same one. Hey, every couple years here's a new Avatar. Oh, is it a continuation of whatever the fuck? I don't care.
But ow.
Watch your
Here's the
elbow.
other thing I beg to wonder: Are we going to lean into territory of like the de-aging and like deep fake stuff, where he's more of a vocal performance and someone else is doing it? I don't want that. I don't
No.
think they'll do that.
No,
But
it will look stupid.
it would look stupid. And I'm just trying to think of ways that he can make any of this work. He's so old. I love the guy. It excites me that he would come back, but it's like he knows that
I trust him.
he's got
to
that
know-
show
look,
on Netflix, that Fubar show, but I don't even think he does that much stunts in that, and it only works because he has a team of young people around him. You know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't even know he had a show.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's all right. It's not like, I don't know. It isn't really my thing, I don't think.
I mean, you're an Arnold file and you don't watch it, so it can't be that great if it's a show starring him.
Maybe if I had some.
I trust Arnold to.
If I had some, damn it, you fucker, you fucking ads. Maybe if I had some,
Cocainum.
Yeah, for sure. I would love that show. But the thing about it is,
it's
like,
hard not to.
Well,
It's hard not to be excited because I miss him. I want to see him on
I
my
do
screens
too.
again.
I think I would trust Arnold to be aware of his own limitations. I would
Yeah.
trust somebody who has basically made a lifetime and a fortune on his body.
Mm-hmm.
That I would trust him to know what he's capable
And
of
he's
and
still
what he's not.
Yeah, he still goes to the gym. He's still physically active.
Right. He's I mean, look, I know they're not the same guy, but even Harrison Ford is still doing shit. And he's like 90.
Yeah.
He doesn't look it,
Yeah.
but you know, like I think generally past 80, you should probably not do stunts. But I also think that there are exceptions that prove the
And
rule.
there's CG and there's ways around it.
I'm just saying, yeah, like,
Yeah.
dude, what was the last Indiana Jones movie? The Dial of
Dial
Time?
of Destiny.
I liked that movie, and they got around like some of the things. Like obviously, he's not jumping from a fucking moving thing to another fucking moving thing, so they got around that a little bit by using CGI in some points. I didn't hate it. In fact, I really liked the de-aging shit in the beginning. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
I think that Arnold, and I mean, I need to actually read all of his book, but there's a part of his book that I read about him, how he became selective in Hollywood because of, well, he made all that money bodybuilding, and then when he came here, he started understanding how to do real estate and was playing that game, and then because he was making money that way, he could deny scripts. He had enough money to. I think that was the story. I can't remember it fully. But,
Joe Pantoliano.
and so he's always had and yeah, he's made bad movies. Sure, everybody has, but he's always kind of had a keen eye for scripts that he likes. So I think because of how well the Predator franchise is doing and the resurgence behind it, I think there is a mutual interest. And I would not be surprised if because let's be honest, of these three, maybe two of them get made. And one of them is for sure going to be Predator because they're going to go forward with that anyway because those movies keep making money. Mm-hmm. Now, Conan and Commando, I have no fucking idea.
I
have
don't either.
no fucking idea.
When you think about Commando too, how fucking physically active he is in that thing.
He's
like
carrying a tree.
At one point, he has nothing on but a Speedo and a vest. And he's got fucking all sorts of weaponry on him.
The ending to that movie,
So good.
we did Commando Mentary, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, we did.
Dude,
The ending to that
so
movie
fucking good.
where he's just. It's the most comically insane shit, man. I love it.
He's just like, I'm gonna shoot these rockets and then toss that away and then pull out a machine gun, and when I'm down with bullets with that, I'm gonna toss that one away. Let me pull out a couple pistols from out of my ass.
Tyler.
Here's some grenades.
Now, he may have already said there's a script, but hear me out, universe. Get this to Arnold. We don't call it Commando 2. We call it Cyber Commando.
Oh, God. I hate you.
John Matrix is the Matrix. Think about that. So then you can just do Terminator again if you're not going to. Fuck you, James Cameron. We'll make our own Terminator.
Cyber Commando. I'm John Matrix. I'm not T-800.
Come with me if you would like to survive. Because legally I cannot say, come with me if you want to live.
Look at that other Cyber Commando. It looks like liquid gold.
Yes, it's totally different. Yeah.
You know, it's your fault, James Cameron, for making that that software publicly available.
Come with me if you would like to survive.
I will return. Shit.
I will return. I'm here.
Hasta la vista.
I'm back. I'm here.
Hasta la vista, infant.
Child. Goodbye, baby.
Hasta la vista, we won. Hasta luego, little tiny being.
All right.
Little 8-pound, 5-ounce Jesus. He was a man.
Screw you, butthole. Because it's not.
Oh.
Fuck you, asshole.
Nice. I get you. I'm picking up because I was like, fuck you, butthole. That's
Yes, do that.
suggestive.
Don't do that.
Yes, do that.
Don't give those people air.
Suffocate them.
Make sure those bastards suffocate. Cohagen, you're the best.
Wait, what if in Commando 2 or Cyber Commando, he actually fights
Dinosaurs.
Holy fuck, sign me up, dude. Sign me the fuck
and
up,
as they're
dude.
throwing us out of the pitch meeting.
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Can I just say,
Get Captain Freedom, because this is what we say when we walk into the pitch meeting.
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering?
oh man.
That's what we said when we walked in. And 10 minutes later.
And I said, here, you're going to want to try this.
Cocaine.
All right,
the
that's
pitch.
enough. You got like
use that one.
87
I got to stop using that
goddamn
one.
drops.
I got to stop using
As
it.
much as I love cocaine.
It's just the cocaine is so
I
sweet.
love cocaine.
and short
It
and
is
sweet.
so. I love it. I love it when it drips down the back of your throat and it tastes like aspirin.
Here is Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Arnold said.
That's him playing Mortal Kombat.
It's not that funny.
Did you see that fatality? I fucking got you. I ripped your spine out of your body.
Wait.
I've done it a few times.
One more Cyber Commando, okay? Get your derriere to Mars. Get your testicles to Mars. Get your testicles to Mars.
It's not. What would be the opposite of tumor? Not a tumor.
It's not a mole.
Shut up. It's not a mole.
Cyber Commando in his new movie.
Who is your daddy?
He's a cop. He's a cop who has to go and teach a class. What is he? He's preschool officer. The new movie from New Line Pictures.
No, it's old
All right.
lines pictures.
Old square picture.
Oh, shut up.
All right.
Pretty sure they're defunct, aren't they?
I don't fucking know.
Everything's owned by
Defunct.
fucking Paramount now,
You
apparently.
Fucking dicks.
Thanks, fascism.
Thank you.
All right. So in my hand, I have Cruel Universe, Volume 2, number 8
Better let it go.
from letting it go. We're in a weird place tonight. So this is another. These are all anthology books. Whenever we do the like Cruel Universe and the something Torment.
Catacomb of Torment. There's another one too.
So yeah, Cruel Universe is more sci-fi horror.
but
so there's 3 stories, and I'll just name them off real quick.
Okay.
The first story is called Blackout, written by Melissa Flores and artist Kano. The second story is Clinical Trial, written by Mike Carey and art by Daniel Gete, I believe. And then the last one is Puppy Lake, written by Jensen and art by Lukas Ketner.
I got to say one thing about Cruel Universe. It's really helped me get through the last couple months. It is the most spot-on satire of the stupid-ass post-technology world that we live in.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I can't think of one, maybe every issue, there's maybe one story out of the 3 that's like, oh, that was okay. And truth to tell, the last one, we'll get to it.
Yeah, it was kind of whatever, yeah.
Sure, but
I really did
generally,
like the first 2 a lot.
Generally, at least 2 of them are like, wow, fuck yeah. And not always in a good way.
Well,
but it's well written, the art is always good.
I never
like it.
And I never grew up with like the Tales from the Crypt and like
that was before my time. That was the 50s.
Well, and I never grew up with those old horror books. So it's nice to get a modernized idea of that and have those kind of stories.
Exactly. And like the writers and artists of today have so much more, knowledge than those guys did. But here's the thing, like Tales from the Crypt was a big show on HBO when I was younger. And so that's how we got introduced to Tales from the Crypt, which was one of the books
Tales from the Hood
that EC made.
Tales from the Hood is burned into my brain forever. I watched that movie too many times.
Wow. Never seen it.
Don't know why I love that movie. It's not a great movie.
Isn't Dennis Miller in that? No, that's
different. It's
brothel of blood.
Bordello of blood.
God, who cares?
Jeez, I'm going.
Do we care? No.
Bordello of blood, I believe.
Sure.
But I never grew up with those kind of books. I never read those kind of books. And so and you're right, it is in a weird way refreshing.
Yes.
And it's a way, here's the best way I can compliment this book or this series. It makes me sane because it makes me realize I'm not as fucking crazy as I think I am, and nothing that's happening in everyday life is normal. And I was watching some stuff, like I saw a clip of Wes Craven, and he said, people like, why do people want to go to the movies and be scared? He goes, people are scared. And these things provide respite.
Yeah.
As silly as that sounds, because this is some crazy, horrific shit, but it's a respite because this world is so insane, and it's such
Our world is dumb.
such a great
you didn't notice.
biting satire on the, and oh my God, how on the nose could you be making this guy look like Jeff Bezos? It's awesome. All right, so the first story is called Blackout.
Yep.
It's essentially the whole setup is this woman is trying to leave her husband because they live in this smart house that's run by this AI, and it's like any other sci-fi thing you see of a smart house. It does everything they could possibly want.
He thinks there's a nuclear war coming. She's like, no, you're just paranoid.
And he's like, this will keep us safe.
Right.
It'll just be us. And then as she's trying to leave, a blackout happens.
Yes.
And
so they're stuck.
They're stuck, and they continue to argue. He's still trying to patch things up, and she's like, I don't love you anymore. I want out of this. And he's like, this is a great opportunity for us to talk and kind of work. And she's like, I don't want to talk. So they have an argument, and then she ends up stabbing him in the chest and killing him. And then the power eventually gets restored as she's kind of sitting there with her head in her hands, covered in blood. It says, power's been restored. Welcome back, Josh and Crystal. And she wakes up, and she's like, okay. She goes, how long has the power been out, Bolano? This is the name of the AI. She's like, unclear. My systems are still rebooting, and all the doors are unlocked. Yes, but I do not recommend. She's like, great, I can finally leave. And the AI is like, I wouldn't go out there. And then you find out a nuclear apocalypse fucking happened. And the beauty of this fucking story, and what I love, and it's great horror shit, they can be said about happy endings, but horror shit has to end in a weird, grim way. And this is amazing. Well, everyone else is dead. You got what you wanted. It's just me and you now. And she sits there and stares at the AI. You want to play a board game? To the AI. Because she killed him. And I'm like, damn.
Accidentally.
Damn.
But yeah.
That was good. Like, some of these books have really fun twists. And that was a really fun twist.
To be really brutally honest, it's like the Twilight Zone episode where the guy is, he survives the nuclear war and he's in a library and he finally has all the time in the world to read all the books that he wants to, and his glasses break.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like that's one of the more famous like Twilight Zone episodes, and it's fucking perfect because it's like, shit, like what a fucking blow to the nuts, right? And I don't mean the good blow. Sorry.
So the next
kick to the nuts.
The next story is Clinical Trial, and it's following Frank Tarrant.
This one bugged me until I got what was going on. Because it was oh, you fucking dick.
It's great. So he's the guy that spends most of his time torturing rats, essentially.
He's in a
lab thing, and he's studying. He looks at some things on the internet about being an incel, and he kind of thinks like women like how does he say this? But being a scientist, a man of reason, Frank researches the matter, and he reads that women respond well to strong, decisive men. He learns the secret mantra: belittle, intimidate, control. It makes sense to Frank. It's a sound theory. And what do scientists do when they've got a sound theory? There's really only one answer to that. They conduct a clinical trial.
Brr.
So he meets a woman at a bar.
So we also don't know who's narrating.
No, we don't. And then
because the narrator is like, he was perfect for the clinical trial. So it's like, okay, so we don't really know.
He seems to experience a moment's doubt, but you know what? I didn't think about that the first time I read it.
I did. I was like, why? Who is narrating this?
That's funny. So anyway, he goes to this bar. He sees this woman there, and then he goes, "Hi there. The dress is fine, but that shade of lipstick makes you look like a tramp." She's like, "What, Mister? I didn't ask you to talk. I'll have a vodka martini on her tab." Hey, you can't just again with the talking. What's your name? It's Cecilia. That's pretentious. Now it's Celia, and you're with me. And then he takes her home. And
basically,
you're here to make me happy. That's what you're here for. So then they start to be together.
She accepts it.
It becomes their routine, sacred and unvaried. When Frank is
people who are abused.
When Frank is at work, Cecilia cleans. When he's hungry, she cooks. When he's amorous, she puts out.
Yep.
If this is the sum total of their interactions, that is just the one point of contention between them. One small detail that strips some of the gloss, because he keeps trying to be like, why do you keep writing this journal? I'm sick of seeing this journal. Mm-hmm. How dare you have autonomy?
Right. And
he says, I said I didn't want to see that. And then he slaps her.
Yeah.
And then this where we get the twist. So it says, because this is where I funny you said the he thing, because then I stopped at this point and went back to the beginning to connect it and make sure this is what I thought it was, because it says case study number 24368, and it's the same exact opening. Yeah. Case study 24368, named Frank Torrent, and you find out who's really been narrating the story
and who's really on.
It's a case study.
Who's really in a clinical trial?
And she says it's a case study in a clinical trial. A what now? Frank, you work in a biology lab. I'm pretty sure you've heard those words before. And then she's like, He goes, watch your damn mouth when you talk to me, woman. She goes, woman. Oh, right. Well, that, Frank. And then turns to this fucking bug monster alien thing and fucking cocoons him, eats him, and then steals his identity because it's part of her likeness is his face now. That's so fucking metal. I love it. So it's a great, and that's what this, like you talk about, what these stories do really, when they're at their best, do a really good job of flipping it around and being like, yes, what you talks about, why would he is a man. Yeah,
I've drawn some tentative conclusions, but further study is warranted. Oh, yes, indeed. And they show her at a bar looking at the camera, and she's got a martini. She got this dirty smile on her face, and behind her is just a score of dudes just checking her out.
Oh, I wanted to say
toxic masculinity is a little baffling to us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're talking about how
it's been a fascinating
mantises-
study. The males of our species are worker drones, tiny and worthless.
Yeah.
Once they've served their reproductive function, we mostly just eat them or turn them into decorative arrangements. So
Yeah.
toxic masculinity is a baffling riddle to us. After all, what could a male have to be arrogant about? I'm like, whew. And then I went back and I was like,
Damn.
this is written by a man. What? You would think that the
Men
woman
can be
wrote it.
feminists.
No, that's my joke. Is like before somebody says, "Oh, the woman wrote that one." No, it's a dude. Because yes, even men can see the injustices that happen to women. And then the last one, you and I agree, is the weaker of the three. I'm not saying it's bad. I really like those other two. That's the problem.
The art is really good in the third one, but and I see what they're trying to go for with a twist at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But it also doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me because, so wait, one of the dogs is fine, but the rest of them are robot dogs? Or like cyborg dogs?
The whole story is a setup of saying that after humans left Earth, they were just androids. And androids were trying to be more human.
Yeah.
So they adopt the
Pets.
animals that are still around,
Yeah.
and they do a pet protocol. And they spend all their time to try and love this dog.
It's a lot like the second story where you're not being shown the whole...
so then you find
everything
out
behind the curtain quite right.
Let me see this here.
Because it's a pet protocol, but at the end we find out that that's...
Oh, I love this. Pavlovian endearment training. Pets.
Yes.
I love
Yes. Because we think that it's the androids talking about how they're...
They're trying to be more human by having a pet. Yes.
Right, but at the end of the story we realize that it was the pets who were trying to
'Cause
make the
family
androids more
goes-
human.
Yeah, the reason it's called Puppy Lake is
Yeah.
they're saying you are a very good boy, Fido. Like very robotically.
Well, you think that there's going to be like a goddamn like a giant pile of dead dog bodies when they get, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking.
They're going to sacrifice the dog.
Something.
Yeah.
That's because Puppy Lake was just like there's something. It
Yeah.
leads you in a sinister direction, but then it's completely innocuous at the end, except for the fact that the lead dog kills himself.
But yeah, they essentially set up
is also
the
metal.
sacrificial ritual is them drowning. And saying like, "Come save us, boy! Come save us!" It'd be like a test of like he really does love us, but he doesn't feel anything for them.
He's
And
just literally looking at
the
him
other
like
robot
sad.
dogs are showing up, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean," he's like, "You're honestly telling me that you have changed, that you're not faking it?" Like, he's just everybody else
I
is
don't
like,
feel
"Aren't you
anything."
super sad about this, Fido?" And he's
No.
like, "I don't really give a shit."
Yeah,
And then he just like,
androids. They're
he
not
goes,
real.
"If you say so, guess that means I must be a runt then, and I accept the consequences. And better to die with integrity than live a lie. A lie that'll surely fail, as all lies do." And then just proceeds to walk into the lake and drown. And that's the end of the story.
I get that you were trying to be like, I'm going to be edgy. And it's like, that's fine.
It's a nice little twist to say, like,
Sure.
who was really in control here? But it kind of just ends. It's kind of weird.
I think if the other two stories weren't so good,
yeah, I really enjoyed this.
but I gave it an A. Those are always good.
I would as well.
Again, like, there's always 3 stories. I think we had one that was 4. Wow. But there's usually 3 stories. And again, at least 2 of them are like, wow, that was really good. That was really thought-provoking. That was really a creative way. Because science fiction, combine it
Genocide
with...
to Go is one I remember a lot because it looked like that like crazy like Rob Zombie like album art when they're serving burgers.
My favorite was fucking the one where the guy...
Worth it.
Yes, Worth It, where the guy like makes his fortune on apps.
And
we're
his-
slowly getting to that
And
point.
his spacesuit doesn't
They're
work
talking
because
about
it's not connected to Wi-Fi.
they're in real life, they're talking about making like Walmart and Target are talking about making self-pay the kiosks a subscription service. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, also, so you're not paying these cashiers. Why aren't the prices cheaper? Wasn't that the complaint for why McDonald's workers don't get paid regular wages? Because
All right.
because it'll make the burgers whatever. Fuck you, capitalist motherfuckers. All right.
Speaking of capitalist motherfuckers,
Yeah, Star Wars, Disney.
Marvel,
Veer right.
Star Wars.
Veer right.
Shadow of Maul #1.
So I was at
written
the
by
comic-
Benjamin Percy,
Mhm.
drawn by Madibek,
Mitt Romney.
Musabekov. I don't know. What do you think?
Madibek Musabekov.
Oh, fuck you. You think you know names?
So I was at the comic book shop.
Maybe
Shut the fuck
You
up.
made me sound dumb.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. No. All right.
So,
you know what I forgot with the first book? I
what?
forgot to do the drop. I've been so Arnold focused.
While you're doing that, so I was at the comic book store about a week ago, and oftentimes I go in there, and I got the DCKO 5 and Absolute Superman and Cruel Universe.
Sorry. I was trying to wait for that.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
No, we needed it.
Yeah.
And every time, every week, there's at least 1 to 2 books that I have on my pull list or that I'm following.
Yeah.
Because I've forgotten to tell them to put it on my pull list yet.
Because you don't think about it. You're like, oh, yeah.
Because it's always... I always get there at 10:01. There's
right
never
when they open?
Yeah, there's never going to be any books that I miss because they're there. And also the Wonder Woman #1 thing just kind of pissed me off.
So you're like, I'm going to be there when they open.
That was on my own. That was my own fault, obviously. But you know what I mean? So...
Yeah.
Also, I'm done at 9 in the morning. I go home and take a shit, and then by the time I get to Jay's, it's 10. Anyway, I take long shits. You get up at 9, go home and take a shit, and by the time you get to
for
Jay's,
an hour.
it's 10. What the hell is wrong with?
Hey, man.
What do you eat anyway?
I shit, shower, and shave.
So, so I do that, and then I get to the store, and so there's 1 or 2, maybe 3. But there's always just a wall of books. And the first 3 to 4 are Marvel DC. Yeah. Are Marvel DC. And then the bottom 3 are independents. And I love checking out the independents because sometimes you'll see something like that G.I. Joe I brought you last week, which was one of the books I grew up with. And it's one of the better G.I. Joes because it introduces Quinn, the Eskimo assassin. It's awesome. Fucking cool as fuck. Anyway, a lot of Snake Eyes lore in that one too. Anyway, but I grew up with Star Wars, Marvel Star Wars, which we're talking 80s, We're talking
yes, that's
stuff
how time works.
way before the prequels, way before, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the extended universe stuff.
Yes, and I loved that shit, and I still love it. And if the damn omnibus, if the one super edition, it's more than the Marvel ones that I bought, and the reason why is because it's fucking Star Wars and Disney wants their fucking money, whatever. But it's awesome because it has the first 60 issues, I think, of the, or it has the last 40 issues of the Marvel run, which was the stuff that I was reading when I was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. So generally, when I see, and a lot of the Dark Horse extended universe that they did before Disney bought them was really fucking cool, and now it's just gone because, it doesn't exist. Fuck you, Disney. Anyway, the point of all this is to say that I see every week there's generally a new Marvel Star Wars book out, or a Dark Horse, because Dark Horse does them too. Star Wars book out, and I generally am I don't give a shit because I am still turned off by the sequel trilogy. I'm just kind of turned off by a lot of what, not because of what the chuds say, but there are a lot of things about Star Wars that have just kind of not lived up to what I grew up with, I guess. For various reasons.
What do you think of the Mandalorian and Grogu?
I could give 2 shits about a 2-hour Mandalorian.
You don't want to
episode
see it? You don't want to see it in theaters with me?
We will, but I hate that I have to pay $10 and another $30 for snacks to go watch a 2-hour episode of The Mandalorian with a better budget. Fuck off. And the preview we saw?
Well, did you see the one with Jabba?
Whatever.
Everybody's freaking out because it kind of looks ripped. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Maybe he got his fucking cut.
Also, if Jabba is in it, then he didn't die in Jedi, did he? Because it's after Jedi.
Oh, well, I think it was one of the slug-looking
Sure.
Jabbas.
You mean...
whatever their race is called.
I can't remember. I should. But generally, I stay away from the Star Wars books.
Can
and
we
I
get
saw
to
this
the
one. Yeah,
fucking
fuck off. I saw this
comic book that we're supposed
I
to
saw
be
this
talking
one,
about?
and I was like, let me try it out. And to be truthfully honest, it's actually a pretty good book.
Yep.
I
mean, Benjamin, it's the same. It's the
it's a
same
standard cop
It's the
in
same
an
thing.
underworld where he shouldn't be.
It's the same thing I'll say about what we'll talk about with DCKO. Whereas they got a well-known, accomplished writer like Benjamin Percy to do it. So, and like Scott Snyder doing KO. So, very similar books, in my opinion, where it's like, okay, it was fine. Like, I think you probably enjoyed it a little bit more than I did. But the whole plot is you're on this planet called Janix.
Yeah. And it's like a really bad planet.
And it's like it's an outlaw planet. And
but there's cops.
And you're following
somehow.
You're following Captain Lawson,
sure,
who is investigating just the underbelly of this planet, and he goes to this bar and he finds out this bartender is running slaves, which is illegal.
Right, but he's set up,
and so he's fighting and
somehow gets out of it.
There's a giant worm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, if I'm breezing through it because it's pretty standard Star Wars, yeah.
To be really honest, it reminded me a lot, kind of like Andor a little bit.
We got giant spiders. We got giant worms.
Because it's not necessarily Skywalker adjacent, but it's still Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of turned me on about it, and I like the original story, and I'm interested in kind of following what's going on here, and then at the end.
So yeah, we also find out Lawson gets a team, and him and his robot figure out who there's a rat in their team that's leaking information.
They're gonna figure that out.
They figure that out, and
at the end we see Maul, and I gotta be honest,
at the very end of the book, we have a guy selling a ship to Darth Maul, and Darth Maul saying, "I'll take the ship without you," and kills him.
Yeah, bitch. I don't know why I said bitch.
Pooch. I mean, I'm fine with them saving it for the end and kind of building to that because he's going to show up at some point.
Right.
I could have maybe used a few more pages of him.
If you give me some sort of, hey, this is Maul and what he's doing in the first 5 pages, then by the time he shows up at the end, I'm not. That kind of ruins the story I'm following.
Have that sequence at the end be at the beginning.
Sure.
Right.
Yes. God, yes. Then I wouldn't. Yes. Yeah. Then I wouldn't. Seriously, like it.
Why wouldn't you just have that as a prologue?
I know damn well in the back of my head, I'm reading this thing called Shadow of Maul.
He's got to show up.
He's on the fucking. Yes.
Yeah.
But halfway through the story, I'm like, I don't know where he is, and I kind of don't need him. Because
I'm like, is this where he shows up?
I don't need him at this point because this story is compelling enough. And then, yes, have that at the beginning, fuckers. All right, DC.
Put me in charge.
I give it a C. Because again, you got.
See, I would agree. It's a book. It's not bad. It's not overly great, but it's a pretty, like you said, like you and I said, pretty standard Star Wars adventure.
Do you remember the Lethal Weapon TV show?
I didn't watch it, but yes.
You remember it, right? Okay. I actually watched it a couple times because the person I was in a relationship with really liked it. And it was a good show.
But it just adapted the first movie.
No, I'm saying like it adapted these other 2 characters. If you had made it their own characters and just made it a show, it would have been fine. This is the problem I have with Shadow of Maul.
Should have made it its own thing.
If you give me that story without any Maul, it's just the story of Captain Lawson and his team and whatnot. I'm hooked. I'm in.
But it's the double-edged sword because that's not going to sell books because you got to be like, who the fuck is Captain Lawson and why should I give a shit?
Exactly. And that pilot probably doesn't get off the ground unless it's Murtaugh and Riggs.
So you have, exactly. So you have to have something like Maul.
Which is why I give it a C because shit like that shouldn't exist. But thank you, fucking unchecked capitalism, you fucking cocksuckers.
Because yes, it sucks that there aren't more room for someone to create Captain
stories
Lawson
and characters.
But this is also supposed to be a prequel to a Maul. I'm assuming a Maul show.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably try and watch it. I don't know
because it says that on the cover.
I pay for Disney Plus every month. I never watch it.
Unless you're gonna tell me Captain Lawson's getting the show. Maybe he is. I don't freaking know.
I don't freaking know.
Money's on Maul though.
Yeah, it's called Maul. So
Maul. Have you been to the mall?
Welcome to the show called Maul. It's about a captain named Lawson.
Before they go
bait and switch.
It was a whole show about him reviewing different malls. Malls.
This one in New Jersey, not so great.
He killed 3 camera ops.
The food court at this one in Arizona is above reproach.
He insisted every morning. They have
a Sbarro and a Taco John's.
That he would make us fresh toast with his lightsaber. And
instead, he killed 3 cameramen a day.
Until we ate the fucking toast. And then I said,
all right.
What about Georgia? Anyway.
Thank you for listening to the worst George Lucas impression.
write a book about what you don't
Oh, yeah, well, what's yours? Because it's just Kermit. I wrote Star Wars.
I don't know if you want to ask me about it, but in my considerable opinion, I would have to say that the direction Star Wars is, since I sold it, is probably not that great.
His lightsaber is green. I'm talking about Luke. Been watching a lot of Muppets lately.
The reason
My
why
kid is into Muppets.
the reason
now.
why we had to make the lightsaber green is because it wouldn't show up as blue against the blue sky.
Waka Waka.
Waka waka.
Anyway, DCKO number 4.
Kermit!
Or number 5. excuse me.
Kermit!
Shut up.
You shut up. You started this shit. Fuck.
Stop. Written by Scott.
Son of a bitch.
Art done by Javi
Some
Fernández.
dudes. Yeah.
Some dudes.
Some dudes.
Some guys made it. So we start issue number 5 right where we left off with number 4 of Lex winning the tournament to become the King Omega.
So before we start with this, just remember that number 4 ended with some bullshit epilogue that has nothing to do with anything and nobody fucking cares.
It's just setting up a Titans
So
book.
thank you for starting instead of starting at the end of the epilogue because you gave it to us. So it's supposed to mean something. We're going to start at the end of the original story. Okay, thanks. Let's go. I guess. What the fuck? Let's do this. I guess we're going to see what happens now that Lex is King Omega. Let's go. Fucking bullshit.
We don't even get that. So we get to
No.
the title page, and then we cut back and we see a like kaiju-sized dark side just tearing through Metropolis. And we go back to that scene that was referenced earlier in the series about Diana, Bruce, Lois, and Clark all playing a game together. And is that dark side? It is, but it's not. He's something new. And then he's not just here, he's everywhere. So it implies that it's kind of giving the idea that Darkseid is going all across the DC multiverse right now. So then they all run off to fight him, and then it's like, except for Superman, he stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks out and he sees all of his friends running out, but he sees Doomsday.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know when this happened.
When did we get smart Doomsday?
Hang on a second. First thing I want to say is that I love the idea of we kill each other, we resurrect, we do it all over again. We're in this vicious cycle. I like that idea. But the Time Trapper is actually a long-standing character in the DC universe. And I don't know when Doomsday was made into him, when he was like promoted. I don't know. But Scott Snyder is a good enough writer that by the... rhymed.
Yeah.
By the end of this sequence, I'm actually sad to see Doomsday go too.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
But fuck you for what are you doing?
here's
with
my
smart
here's
what?
my
When did this become a thing? Sorry. You do.
I'm torn because on one hand I still love the MCU doing the interconnected stuff with that, but at this point I'm fucking done with multiverses. And I got to tell you, we should demand better than this shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking dog shit.
Yes.
And you know why? It has nothing to do with the writing. Because you and
Or
I
the
have had
art,
this
or the
conversation.
art.
It's a deeply frustrating book because there's some really cool moments in this book. There's some really well-written moments in this book.
I like this sequence between him and
Yes,
Doomsday.
him and
even though it
Doomsday-
makes no fucking sense to me.
Yes.
Like you're talking about this whole existential conversation they're having about death and rebirth
Kinda
between
beautiful,
the two of them, and
yeah.
them two being forever interlocked because they're always.
And he's
gonna
like,
have
I'm
this.
done with it. Doomsday's like, I'm done with it.
It is a sweet and sentimental moment where, yes, you are thinking like, good for you, Doomsday. You're here to say we have to break cycles. And it's a nice concept
Yes.
about breaking cycles.
Yes.
And I love
Which is odd because this entire fucking series
Yeah, but it
Yes!
does it! Within this
is part of the
Time out.
cycle.
Time out. Yeah, it completely undoes it by the end of the book.
Yeah.
So all the sentimentality can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
Because it's just not real. And it's like, God damn it. just have the balls to say something with these books. You're not saying anything. You're just throwing a bunch of fucking words on a page and pretending you're fucking smart. And you have some sort of... Oh, God, I overloaded the system.
Do no feedback protection. Fuck that shit.
Sorry, I overloaded the system. But I've been going on a rant. It's just... What frustrates me is I know he is so much better than this shit. Everybody involved is so much more talented than this shit. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because Paramount, Global Corp, fucking Warner Brothers, ass shit, Netflix, whatever company owns this shit at some point, all of it's all the same corporate greed bullshit, and none of it matters. None of this shit matters. And that's the most insulting thing you could do to an artist. And why do they fucking play along with these publications? None of this shit matters. You have a great sequence fucking making a point saying we need to break these cycles, and then you do the same shit. Guess what? Superman's God. That's the story.
Yep. Yeah, we don't even need to.
I'm sorry. It's just a fucking waste of my time.
And
you know what?
No,
No,
Superman
go back,
is God. No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the rest of the book.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
getting loud.
you're fine.
I'm sorry.
I will tell you the rest of the book. Superman becomes God. He fights Darkseid. I think he wins, but then at the end we realize that there's going to be another crisis of absolute proportions.
Sorry.
And go fuck yourself, DC. Just go.
So
fuck
the ending
yourself.
is Superman stops fighting.
Yeah.
So he can't have absolute power.
Right. Now
So-
that's also a neat thing.
Yeah, sure.
But you just
it means
fuck it
nothing.
up. Yes.
It means nothing.
Because let's look at the end of the book.
So the end of the
Doesn't
book,
matter because Darkseid always
he's
wins.
like, Darkseid's like, yeah, I've got all my absolute universe is gonna be fine.
He's got like buttloads of universe of
They-
all
and
these
yeah.
champions.
I sent you a picture of it because I said fuck off.
Yep.
Is when it said there will be a crisis of absolute proportions. It's just, and I texted you this too. It's why is it so much to ask to keep the absolute universe completely separate? Why is it so much to ask to stop doing things like this? I don't care about an absolute crisis. I just don't. Because what's going to end up is it's another fucking fight with Superman and Darkseid, and another. The more I talk about this book, the more I hate it. The more I'm going to give it an F. Because here's why. Because you have that whole sequence with Doomsday saying, Doomsday, I don't want to fight you. But you still just have a fight between Darkseid and Superman.
Which is just a vicious cycle that us as fans are stuck in, and Scott Snyder is stuck in.
It's just words on a page pretending to be deep, and it pisses me off. Because...
waste of time and money.
Look at the duality of this. Look at how much we wax poetic about absolute Batman. It ain't a Scott Snyder problem. Mm-mm. It's this assembly line bullshit. We've just got to get an event out. We've got to tease an absolute. We have to tease a crisis because we're the crisis company.
These are your edicts. These things have to happen in this series somehow, some way. Go. That's what happens. And Scott does his absolute best, and those artists do their absolute best, and I'm sorry that they have to.
Yes. Because my criticism... When I say this is dog shit, and I say it's all on the publisher, it is.
Yeah. Fuck DC.
Because I know how capable these artists are.
Yep.
And we know how good they are.
Yep.
It ain't a Scott problem.
No.
It ain't a Javi Fernández problem. The art's great.
Creators' problems, it's not theirs. It's these fuckfaces who are
and you're saying like, Jake, why
you want to be on this?
You
want to be on this big crossover, make this money, and be able to live on conventions the rest of your life?
And if you
you're
like
gonna do
it,
what we say.
If you like it, fine.
Sure.
But I just think we should demand more from this shit.
You want to know something weird?
It's the same thing I had. It's just maybe it is a Scott Snyder thing because I just don't like his DC events because it's the same thing. Dark Knight's Metal. Try and figure out the meaning of that shit. It's supposed to be a story about friendship and metal. Find the meaning of DCKO. What's the meaning of DCKO? That Superman is God and he decided that we deserved free will and all this other shit. What was the point of that? And every punch, he creates a new universe. And every this is
Here's my
shut
problem.
up.
Here's my problem is that he's look. Okay, hang on.
We gotta move on. We're gonna rant for 3 days.
No, we won't. I just want to point out that there are. This is the real fucking tragedy of this
There's
book.
some legitimately good. You know what? You're right. Talk about some good moments.
I do because the moment. Oh, fuck off, crisis. Fucking douche. Also, the epilogue art is fucking horrendous. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, is that supposed to be Cyborg? What the hell? Anyway,
Hey, buddy.
sorry.
I need to calm down. I'm losing it here. It doesn't.
So look.
Oh my god. The fight in between the.
He ducks, slips to the past, but the blows come from everywhere. Another era becomes a dark side, and another I feel myself convulse. Hold your ground. He grits
this
his
is from the
teeth.
heart, by the way. The heart
Right,
of the-
and he's just getting pushed back and back. His back is against it. The Big Bang itself, the only thing left unclaimed by Darkseid. Move, you're cornered, I tell him, which is when he finally answers, I'm right where I want to be. And then I realize the Big Bang, this point, it contains everything, all matter, all possibilities. If he absorbs it, we have ourselves a fight. There you are. And he's like, what did you... Darkseid, gets knocked out. And he's like, what did you do? And Superman says, in Kansas, it's called playing possum.
Yeah.
So he wanted...
yeah.
He wanted him to get him to the very Big Bang so that he could absorb all... those are cool fucking ideas! And then at the end, he has this, energy construct that is, part New God, part Kryptonian. It's fucking cool!
Yeah.
But the rest of it ruins those things. I wanted to say it because that was, I was reading that part, and I'm like, oh, this is... with skepticism, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then it was like, it's Coldplay. And I was like, oh, cool. That's a neat. And then, fuck off.
F. So mad.
To the creators, A+. To DC, F. As in, fucking stop it.
DC more like
More like Dick
Cox.
Dick Cox.
What? Dick Cock Comics. Dude, that's our company.
Damn Cox.
Just can't take your kids to work. It's a Dick Cock Comic. Be awkward. Where's your dad work? A comic book company.
I can't tell you. Every time I tell
DC
somebody, I get
Comics.
in trouble.
If I say that, I get sued. So, Absolute Superman. What a stupid joke concept. I just heard myself.
You do.
Oh,
you if you don't think we're not a couple of months or years away from
Jason Aaron and Juan
from parents naming their kids
Ferreyra,
after
yeah.
companies to afford to have them. You're wrong.
Good catch, ExxonMobil.
This is my son Pepsi.
That's my kid, Amazon Prime.
Before long, we'll just be fucking exhibits in a zoo.
So
Those of us who survive.
Issue 7. You stop it. Issue 17 opens with the Parasite continuing their attack on Metropolis, and we see how fucking gnarly it is. Where it's just like, kill me.
Yeah,
Jimmy's
Jimmy
face.
Olsen is like,
Ooh.
just cure me.
Then that was really cool too, because Lois jumps in the water and you see it his arms come from 3 arms, tentacle teeth things. I really love how they did Parasite, where it's just this blob monster looking thing. It's awesome.
I like how Superman was able to defeat it. Obviously, Hawkman is being a douchebag.
So Hawkman is with him, and Superman just
Okay, so do your thing.
I was talking to Tyler about this. I cannot help but hear Jesse Ventura when I hear this Hawkman. I don't know why.
So let's hear it.
There's this thing where he says later where I think it gets me.
Just
But like
read
right
a
here,
random.
It ain't rocket science, kid. Focus on the giant monster.
because he's like, well, how are we gonna fight it? And Hawkman's like, fucking hit it. That's how we're gonna fight it.
And Superman's like,
So
I
he
don't think so.
Goes to the roof of his mouth and it screams, and then all the people scream inside the Parasite. So then he's like, hey, there's people screaming in there. They're not dead. So don't just attack this thing. We got to figure out how to get the people out.
So they figure out that it supercharges adrenaline.
So
And
once
then
you
feeds
scared,
on it. So
like you're
once
hyped,
you
once
scared,
you heightened,
yes,
so
yes.
scared or whatever.
So how does he? First of all, we see Talia
who
rescuing Ra's
we know
al
that
Ghul.
she set off the Parasite because she's like, that's my distraction in Metropolis. I'm coming to get you. And he's like, just leave me to die.
Yeah.
which makes you think
And
like
she's like,
which is
we're
really,
taking you to the Lazarus pit, and he's like,
where I'm just
please
like,
no.
I'm like, I feel like as I'm reading this book, I'm in the kitchen and Jason Aaron's cooking because what he says, what he does later after this, the payoff to this sequence. Mwah.
Oh boy.
So,
oh boy, the payoff to last fucking issues, fucking cliffhanger, dude. The Lex shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that.
So he hones in on Lois' scream and finds her and is managed to pull her out of the parasite.
Right. And that's when they start figuring out.
And that's when she mentioned I was calm, I wasn't scared. And it let me go.
When you came.
Yeah.
So
Because
what you need to do.
We need to calm these people down. That's essentially what's happening.
How do you do that? Well, I
So
gotta be
then-
absorbed, I guess.
And then Hawkman goes,
Here we go.
And what happens when it gets its tentacles into you, huh, smart guy? That thing starts shotgunning Superman juice. There'll be no stopping it. No offense, pal, but I'll take you out myself before I let that happen.
and just again, I can't help it here.
But here's the great
Your
part.
boyfriend sure is.
Sure isn't. What does he say?
Your boyfriend is sure some kind of moron, Lane.
What does she say to him?
She says, oh my God, the thing that she says to him is the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Of course you'd say that, Hall. In a world full of fucks, you're king shit of fuck mountain or something like that. It's
you're
all
king
censored.
fuck of shit,
Yeah,
man.
something.
But so she knows who he is because
They work
obviously
together.
he works. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we'll get there. But
We'll get there. But this
So
is what I love
essentially-
about this Superman is that he doesn't react like a lot of superheroes do. And this is what Wonder Woman
he's
does.
very logical.
And to a degree, absolute Batman too. He assesses the situation and then does what he
attacks
needs to
and
do.
goes,
Right, but he
yeah.
assesses. And so Superman understands that this creature is an alien. Yes.
wanna
From
get to that.
another planet that Lazarus trapped.
Probably scared.
Right.
It's just absorbing people.
So he decides, I have to save this and get it back to where it belongs.
So he gets absorbed to
and
try
so he calms everybody down.
Yeah, that's how he does it. He gets absorbed to just connect with everybody and say like, "Hey, I'm here to help." Blah blah blah.
And of
So
course,
that
Hawkman's like,
defeats
how'd
it.
you do that?
Also, it does mention when it absorbs people, it says "us hungry."
Yeah,
us
yeah.
hungry.
Yeah, because it's scared.
Yeah. So you flip to the next part where Superman, while he's there while Carter Hall gets absorbed. Yep. And this is a fucking beautiful two-page splash. So it's a two-page splash of you're seeing Clark has seeing all of he's seeing Carter's memories. He's inside his head and he's calming him down because he got absorbed. And
He's like, get away from me. Stay back.
no, I'm just kidding.
It's all right.
But anyway, he essentially calms him down. But there's something I wanted to mention. Superman, is that you? Tell them to go away. Tell them they had to die. I did it for the greater good. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't know what you're saying. I can't read your mind. I'm just trapped here inside your mind in this nervous system, but I'll get you out, essentially. Yeah. And he's like, what does he say? Look, you're a child. You're again, Jesse Ventura.
Look at you. You're a child. Your sin's so far over your head, you have no idea what the world is, what it does to you. Saints don't survive here, Superman.
Mm-hmm.
This world, it's going to break you.
And then he's pretty much saying, like, hey, I saw everything. You're on my radar. Essentially, he pretty much says, be a better person or you're on my fucking radar. And he also kind of just says, you know what I can do to you.
Well, he says something to him, and then you don't see it because we
I'm
cut
doing
to
my
something
best
else.
to assure everyone here that it's all going to be all right and that it'll all be fine. But I have a very different message for you, Dr. Hall. I want you to listen very carefully.
And we cut.
To Superman exploding the parasite, saving everybody.
And the parasite.
And the parasite. He's like, I don't believe
it. The kid did it. How? How the hell did you do that?
Yeah, but then, he's like, all I heard was mumbling. Talk like a man. What did you say? And then this is where we get the payoff to Ra's al Ghul, where he's putting down a card. And Talia's like, we got to go. And he says, yes, Talia, I'm coming. Apologies, Superman, but we are who we are.
Yeah.
I'm like, like that again, man. With all the crazy violence and some like what, especially where this book ends, like all that stuff. That's the shit that I think Aaron knows how to hit the right notes, because that is him just subtly saying that, like, yeah, Clark made an impact on him because Clark was going to be there. He was the only one that was going to be there for him when he died, and he hated him, and like Like you could tell, and like the fact that he's like, we are who we are. Like, that's so good. And then he rejects the pit too because she's like, we can heal you, and he's like, I just want to die. Because he's like, what, like 400 years old or something like that at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we see the parasite being like us so alone, us so hungry. And again, when Aaron hits great with these notes with this character, is like you really care, like Superman does. Like,
well, it was
it's not a villain; it's a monster.
It was illegally taken from space
by accident. It would never reach that size if it was.
And since he was a part of it, and he could tell that Lazarus tortured it and weaponized it, is what he said. And he's like, I just want to get it back home.
So what he says to Carter is, he says, "You tell them I don't sleep, and they have nothing that can hurt me." And just being like, "Fucking try it."
He says something about you said the world is set in stone, but I don't believe that crap. I think you're just a coward, basically.
Yeah. He says,
and it's the truth.
Tell them my senses stretch for miles, and I'm as strong as the sun. And you tell them I'm coming. And then he says, afraid of a bit of a stone. All this time you could have moved mountains. Tell the people you work for that I'm not U-Haul. Superman is not for sale. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
And then we cut back to Missouri with Lex Luthor, and this takes a real dark turn.
Because we knew what was going to happen.
Well, but we thought, hey, would Superman hear this? But then he couldn't hear this because he was too distracted with Parasite, so he couldn't hear Brainiac slaughtering Lex Luthor's family.
Everybody that was at the house, and he's untying him.
Oh, by the way, he's wrapped him up and pried his eyes open and made him watch.
He's untying him and letting him go after making him watch because he's done.
What happens next will be up to you.
Yeah.
I do hope you won't squander the work we've done today. Seize this opportunity, Lex Luthor. I beg of you. I feel like what Aaron is going to try and do is make Lex his friend or something.
I don't know.
How do you come back from watching your whole bloodline get slaughtered? Oh, by the way, I love this issue. I give it a solid B.
I give it an A.
You know what? A is a good answer.
What's your problem, B? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm still fucking mad at DC for the shit they pulled with that KO. No.
Oh, because eventually you're going to take these awesome books and make them crap like your regular universe?
Every time I open an issue.
Are you ready for pain?
And by the time I finish.
Are you ready for suffering?
That's when I'll pick up another one. Start reading it.
You know what I haven't seen in a while?
Mechanized organism designed only for killing.
What's he been up to?
Wasn't he just the old? Wasn't he in the?
He was in Quantumania.
Wasn't he in the Daredevil? Cold Day in Hell. He was in something recently. God damn it! What was it? I don't remember.
Well, you really fucking ruined that.
Well, let's make sure we get our MODOK news next week, okay?
Excelsior! 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 And that's it.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.